Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this one is the last video for the skill changes for this patch. So actually whatever how long I will take on this video, I will finish it. So let's not lose any time and begin to start talking about our video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you didn't, help me and support me, or I will chase you to your countries, guys. And let's begin this. First starter we have for today is Warlock. So let's go and talk about the changes first. So look like there is not a big changes here, but we will see. As always, PvP nerfs and all of these things we always know. BM Poharan, True Poharan, Soul Shield, Undercut, this one for Reaver by the way is the third split. Undercut awaiting and Rape awaiting damage increased by 5% for all of the Soul Shields for sure from BM Poharan and True Poharan. That's a good for sure buff for sure for your V because it's super doing high damage. For storage, Breaker removed from Vampire Drain. So any still look like on this patch having a grab doing a Breaker look like they changed because Blade Dancer is like this, Force Master is like this, also Soul Fighter is like this, look like Warlock is like this. So anything to have a grab look like it will not do any Breaker, they hate this look like that. Okay. Reaver also 1 and vibrator value buffed, that's something good, so you can do high vibrator. I actually want to test this one. Storage and vampire drain damage increased how is it increased and from 80% to 40%, that's a next level. Vampire tooltip breaker Warden adjusting. Okay, let me check this one for the breaker. I actually want to know the number. Okay, so let me give it a try. Okay, I have to go for the stance first. Okay, so it's down to my normal V. It's down for 20% and I can use my V after this. So look like for sure 20% is good enough. I don't remember how much it was, I think it was lower than this. So for sure 20% at least it's a good number or a good enough number. Most of what I see by the way on these days, like they changed some of the breaks, maybe it was about 10% or anything like this to something like this. Even my Blade Master, when you go for fire as example or for lightning, normally lightning was having C, so doing about 4%, they change it to another skill and doing about 12%. So maybe most of the breaks a bit better and they try to make it on just one skill or something like this, most of what happening on this patch. So next is Warden. Warden Madness have primer crawl using during the auto combat. Okay, that's just some buffs for the auto combats I can say. Madness also this one during the auto combat. Inferno fits a problem with Astro buff not applying. For Madness, also the Reputation 1 damage buffed. Still you can use it with damage ascent after the block. This one Reparation. Break removed from Reparation. There is no on Guardian or no on the Reparation is still just for Madness by the way. For Guardian, Blade Barrage RMB, PvP nerf and also a nerf here for Sword Salvo. For Soul Shield, there is a buff by 5%. That's something good for Guardian players. A lot lighter playing Guardian. I know our friends like to play Guardian over anything else. Inferno Breaker removed from Flame Oath. Actually, I felt it useless anyway. Inferno fits some situation where using Soul Flare not made a change for CD anyway. Some problems and some fixes they actually made it. Okay, that's for Warden. So the only buff went for Guardian. For the Soul Shield on Poharan, like always, most of buffs is like this. Okay, for Summoner, Swarm. Fits the IV Swarm animation not matches the actual effect range. So it's just a fits. Torsion Tigers still Break removed from the Q. Breaker removed from Power Pounce. Your tab. I think this one was drop still. Okay, Brighter Patch, Flying Nettles, PvP nerf. Okay, for the important part, BM Poharan, True Poharan. For this skills, Flying Nettles, Wild Nettles. I know the skills is just changing the spec as I remember, or the talent as I remember. So the increase by 10% for True Poharan. Not sure what happened to the others, but maybe it's the same increase, I mean about 10% or anything like this. But some range is not increased the damage for Super Sunflowers, that's for Sun. Okay, Breaker removed from Power Pounce, your tab. So all have the same thing. For fantasy, third spit. Fixed bubble, burst 3 animation not matched with actual effect range. PM Poharan, true Poharan, soul shield, Zing awaiting for your LMB and for sure your RMB as well. Damage increased by 10% on true Poharan. Dumb buff for third spit, that's not bad. Earth double dose, 2 to 1. Sorn strike PvP changed, and also for fantasy something on PvP nerf as well. So that changes one for swarm for just this 10% and also for this 10% on fantasy for third split. Okay, for archer for sure I expect there will be a change on the next patch as well. If it happens, the next patch will be the third split, so we will see anyway what will happen for now. Okay, so Archer common introduction CD 30 seconds, now it's 1 minute. There's still also duration from 6 seconds to just 3 seconds. I think that's one is a debuff for sure from what I read away from. I can't remember what it was still. Okay, light breaker removed from radiance, your 1 breaker removed from your sunburst, 4 breaker removed from your race strike 3. Actually it was so strange to do break with archer anyway. Breaker value increased when hitting dawn strike your X during your induction. What is your Z? So when you use your Z and use your X, it have a better value at the moment on this. So I will need to check this by the way. Race strike is this one for PvP, this one for PvP. What we care about is BM and the Poharan and the true Poharan soul shield. So race strike, sunburst, dawn strike, dawn praise. Dawn praise is the same dawn strike but for PvP. All of them increased by 30% on true Poharan, so that's something for sure good. And because they don't say on Poharan, so maybe it's the same. Don't strike, don't praise PvP mode nerfed. The still was doing heavy damage normally. For wind, breaker removed from your rapid fire, your X, and the breaker removed from your rapid shot, your RMB. And for storm bullet, your 4 now added a breaker when hitting during your Z as well. So use your Z, use your 4, you do the break. And for light, use your Z, use your X, you will do the break as well. We will need to test both of them so we can know how it happened or how it can go. Here some PvP nerfs for sure. It always for archer to deserve a nerf for PvP because I hate it, especially when on this scene. Okay, for BM Poharan, true Poharan soul shield, wind bolt awaiting and rapid shot awaiting, damage increased by 40% on true Poharan, so that's something good for sure. About 30% here and 40% here. Increases, good increase for wind and light for sure. Light change how break is added from dawn strike to dawn praise. Not sure if they made some other changes. If may have add per hit on dawn strike, which is inconsistent depend on how far away you stand from the target. Light golden eye PvP nerfed. I have to check by the way this part for the archer. Okay, so as I see away from, I don't expect a lot of archers playing with this. So if you use your Z and use your X like this, so that will make 12 on your break. For sure others will not work, like 4 or 3 on this, just your X. And also this is working just for 3 seconds. So if I will press this and I will just go for this, I have to do it early. I can't do maybe the full cast. So let me try again. Okay, so just when you have the 3rd level for the damage, just let it go, because if you don't, you will not make the break. Okay, if you take a longer time than this, you can't do it. That's how it go for here. Also for wind, it's almost the same, so you use your Z and use your 4, it can take some time, then let it go. Just doing 8%, so it's not a big thing anyway. Okay, next starter will be normally gunner, but actually I will look first for dual blade. Dual blade actually have nothing shifting, just this wish, this one, this talent on 5 and 2. Fetched some recover HP, recover during the some still, I'm not sure which one, whatever. So there is nothing almost on DP, there is nothing but this on the dual blade. And anyway, the starter don't need anything, so maybe because of this they didn't make any change. In the future maybe we'll see something, who knows, we don't know this yet. So last starter for us on all of this is gunner. So Town Fetch recharge 5 hearts effect from activating when getting cooldown while testing alpha cool. So this one is a fix for the fire, actually look like this, or no, it's working for everything because something happening on the hook on recharge anyway. For fire, promotional soul badge, promotional effect duration from 10 seconds going for 15 seconds. For 4 and 1 for the tripped bomb, adding triple shot reduced sharped bomb cooldown. For butt shot for 4-2, add crossfire reduce scorched earth cooldown. And for same still, scorched earth can link to other stills easier, so animation cancel out of them quicker. You can do a faster animation cancel, and animation cancel for sure can make you do better damage. Okay, for shadow, 5 and 1 moonshine added just 100 dark light, so when you use moonshine you will have 100 dark lights. That will be good. Also on this one, moonshine cooldown increased, so make no difference for us anyway. Changed vendetta 1 and 3 to another thing 1 and 3. We need to change this. Well, I see the same name, but actually there is some small changes that I will show you now. So Dark March Abyss gives the same amount of add damage to Dark Shot. Here's the same. Dark March Abyss also gives the same amount of Dark to Bullet Storm, and reduce the number of stats of the rain effect when hitting the Dark Shot awaiting. Reduce the number of stats of the rain effect when hitting the Bullet Storm awaiting. Away from, I'm not sure how it will go for the DPS when you choose this, but I will try this later when I have to make a video for the gunner and the buffs and what happened. Simple mode uploaded, move to FT, PM Poharan, True Poharan, Soul Shield, Distortion in the Earth, Moonshine, Triple Shot, upload damage increased from 80% to actually 20 or 240 on True Poharan. That's kinda so huge. Not sure how it will went for the normal one, but let me check. If it was 80% on True Poharan, the normal one should be something good. And I have True Poharan here, and I have both of them by the way. Okay, so this one going for Moonshine, Scorching Earth, upload damage increased by 240%, so kinda so huge. On the normal Poharan, this one is 220%. Okay, so the difference between them is 20% on the 3, and for sure on 8 will be another 20% as always, so it will be 40% on total. So that's for sure a huge damage different when you go for true to normal, or from the normal Poharan to true. And for sure if you compare something like this with Moonshine, Triple Shot here just 75 to go for Poharan, going for 220%. So going for something like normal steel or the normal soul shield we can get from the soul boost. So actually the increase super high. So if you go for something like Poharan, that will make so big difference for you. So you have to spam Poharan at this moment. For gunners who don't have soul shield for Poharan or true Poharan, you have to spam it. You did this bonus damage anyway, and by any way necessary by the way. Okay, PM Poharan and true Poharan are also fits and use the skills shown on soul shield. Torture in the earth, PvP, nerf, PvP, nerf, PvP, nerf, PvP, nerf, like always. For fire, Triple Shot can be animation cancelled. That could be something good. On Arsenal, that's the third spec. Sky Stealer Bracelet fits a problem with the effect for the Sky Stealer Bracelet for sure. This one is the effect name. And the Firestorm hitting the multiply target when using a specific skills. So sometimes when you use a skill and this skill triggers the effect of the bracelet, Pilot can do heavy damage. They fixed this problem. So I can say that's all for all of the changes. Actually went for 4 videos to do this, as this one is part 4. So kinda I will say this in general, all of the changes to the characters, not always going for skills. Most of things happen on Poharan Soul Shield. So anyone playing whatever your character, away from maybe the Dual Blade didn't have anything changed. For true Poharan and the Poharan, it made a bit different for you. Maybe not all the classes or maybe not all the specs have these changes, but most of characters have a change at least on one spec of them on Poharan and the true Poharan Soul Shield. So you have to aim for this because it can do you a super heavy damage, maybe better than some of your accessories. So if I would say for myself on my gunner, if I will get something like Star-Cross Earring as example, if I would say it can give me 3 million DPS. If I will go for something like normal Poharan, I will not say true Poharan, maybe it can give me more than this. And if I will go for something like true Poharan, that was normally doing for me a lot on my Blade Master from a long time. When I tested this, maybe it was about 5 million or 6 million when I used all the pieces. And from the normal Poharan to true Poharan was actually higher than what I said. So I will say maybe you will go for 10 million DPS difference or anything like this. Especially if you are high on gears, you will go super high on this. So some classes for sure has some big difference, especially Shadow Runner in compared to Third Spit. Not sure how it will go for them if I will test all of this. And for sure I will choose a lot of characters and I will put them against each other and I will begin to see how it will go for all of them and how the DPS different will go because of this pieces. So until this day, and for sure until I can get for most of the starters that I have to test at least 3 pieces from Poharan like this. So something like my gunner, maybe I can have a chance to give it a test if I can get something better on my soul shields until this day happen. So I will try to do it. So you can watch these videos and you can understand how all of these changes happen at the moment. So with this, it's the end of all of this still changes skills videos and end of this video as well. So thank you for watching, guys. Also don't forget to like and subscribe because I know you are lazy and don't want to subscribe and like. Maybe some of you want me to go down, some of you want me to go up, not sure how you are thinking anyway. So try to help me as well. And thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.